Yep, it's me again. They hate me. That's why they give a fuck about me at the same time. As always, JD Miles. The MGTOWs they love to hate. Even the ones that claim everybody loves to hate them, loves to hate MGTOW at the same time. As always, that's why they keep me relevant to this day, and I'm back again. For today's topic of discussion, single, free-spirited, single mother of two doesn't want to be judged. All right. So before I begin, shout out to Manosphere Highlights Daily. I'll put a link to his full video in the description box. You can go check it out. Now, fellas, I got a very important question to ask. If someone now, how can I start with this one? Because this one is a fucking trip. You got a single mother, 2x2, two kids, two baby daddies, and she doesn't want to be judged. But wait a second. If she doesn't want to be judged, then why would anyone who don't want to be judged put themselves in a position to be judged? For instance, she decided to go on a show where not only she decided to go on this pop the balloon to find love dating show, which in my personal opinion is so fucking bullshit. But that's just my opinion. But she don't want to be judged because of her past mistakes. Despite the fact that you got so many people watching the show and you already know they don't give a shit. Why put yourself in that position to be judged if you don't want it? But the shit gets even more interesting. But enough of me babbling. Let's get on with it, shall we?
Well, because he went through each and every woman because he was rejected by each and every woman. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to reject me for something that I didn't have to explain myself, and I'm not going to explain.
Now, ain't it funny? She's so damn judgmental, while at the same time, she don't want to be judged her own damn self. Damn, talk about little girl complex. But let's continue.
Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. For this episode, we're diving back into the Tamron Hall show, where they brought in the founders of the Pop the Balloon show, along with some guests who went viral in those shows. Now, if you ever watched Tamron Hall, you know this show is all about catering to women. And we all know by now, women are never held accountable on this show. Today's focus is on the single mother who...
And this is crazy too, because they don't want to hold women accountable, but they want the men to be held accountable. This is the reason why I laugh at these retarded fucks constantly cry about, oh, these men don't ever take accountability. But when it's their turn, they got all the excuses in the world. But I digress. Let's continue.
Viral. The one with two baby daddies who clearly doesn't think accountability applies to her.
Venusian, you're a mom of two. And your moment, it really touched my heart because my mom was a single mom of two and married the dad that God meant for me to have. Your moment went viral.
Oh, how convenient.
The person asked you about not being married with two kids. Let's play it.
Two? Okay. So you didn't think after the first one that you wanted to marry the next one?
No.
No? Okay. I was just asking because for real men, that's what matters. Mm-hmm. Your first one is given. Your second one?
The fact that the others popped their balloon clearly shows just how hurt they are about what's being said. And it's good to see that they all in the same boat. I'm just throwing it out there. Let's continue.
Mistake is on you.
Oh, is it? Well, there's
That's definitely
circumstances
right.
under why I got
That's
pregnant,
definitely
but
right.
that's nor here or there, and that's
Yeah,
not
but
what I'm here for.
Okay, definitely. You're a beautiful woman, though.
Thank you.
The reason this clip went viral is because a woman was finally held accountable on a big platform where both men and women tune in to see what's going on. She was called out, and that's rare. This is exactly what used to happen on Kevin Samuels' channel. Rest in peace. He would check these women in real time, and their heads would explode because their entire worldview is based on having their cake and eating it too.
Shoot, their heads are still exploding even after his death. Feel me, anyone? And what's more is that after his death, they thought, even after the death of Kevin Samuels, they thought that it was safe to come back out. Oh, it's safe to go back in the dating. Oh, Kevin Samuels is gone. That means we could go back into this dating market until they get hit with that. Until they get hit with the reality stick. Bah! Yeah, Kevin Samuels may be dead, but everything he said still lives on. Kendra G learned that the hard way, and they all learning it the hard way. That's the reason why even after Kevin Samuels' passing, they still crying and bitching about Kevin Samuels. Feel me, anyone? Let's continue.
How did it feel watching it again?
With Shift, you can get growth too.
How did it feel watching it again?
That really touches my heart all over again, because you can't judge me for being in that circumstance, because we all have.
Stop clapping, you fools.
We all have soul contracts with our children, our partners.
And what makes you so special to the point to where you feel like no one should judge you, ma'am? And as the elders used to say, if people talk about Jesus, what makes you think, what in your head makes you think that they won't talk about you? Oh, I don't want to be judged. Then why you went on a public show? Well, that's exactly what you're gonna get. Damn, talk about special snowflake.
And I didn't come on that episode to be judged by a man that was looking for love again, because he
So that
came
caught
on
me
that
by
episode.
surprise.
Yes.
Now hold up. Fellas, do y'all see the hypocrisy? The hypocrisy here? She's judging, while at the same time she don't want nobody judging her. And she wonders why she's in this position. Need I say more? Let's continue.
Oh my goodness. The audience is completely blinded by sympathy. They don't even consider the words coming out of her mouth. She says, you can't judge me for being in that circumstance. Wait a minute. If you don't want to be judged, why in the blue hell are you on a dating show? Especially on a show like that, where judgment is the whole premise. They literally hand the participants microphones so their personalities, behaviors, and attractiveness can be openly judged. That's the whole point.
Exactly. I know a lot of people that don't want to be judged. And one thing I can honestly say, you will never catch them dead on a dating show. Especially on a bullshit ass pop the balloon dating show. Again, my personal opinion. Let's continue.
If you don't want that smoke, Stay far away from that fire. But here's the deeper question. Is the judgment fair? In that setting, yes, it's part of the game. If your words or actions turn someone off, you're going to be judged for that. That's reality. If you're not ready for it, maybe you should rethink why you're putting yourself out there in the first place.
Well, because he went through each and every woman because he was rejected by each and every woman. And he wanted to reject me for something that I didn't have to explain myself, and I'm not going to explain.
Manosphere Highlights Daily, you know how to pause. So wait a second. Let's get this retarded fuck shit straight. And this is an Amazon Prime example that she just made here. She has no problem judging the dude, but she doesn't want to be judged her own damn self. Again, hypocrisy at its finest.
Stop clapping, you fools! The foolishness. Dating is a tool.
Of course they're gonna clap, man. That's an audience full of women and beta male simps trying to give her as much sympathy as she can.
A street. Since when do we think it's okay for women to just not explain themselves in dating? Especially on a dating show where you're literally asked to. Check this out.
Okay, now what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers? I really don't have deal breakers, right? Because I'm from the ghetto, so I understand that, we do a lot of things in our past and in our youth that is really a problem. Mm-hmm. So I don't really have any deal breakers. But as far as deal breakers, I don't really have any.
Okay.
She pops the balloon because she didn't like what he said, right? Well, what happens next? Of course, she has to explain herself.
Cool. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm a free-spirited woman, so...
Oh my God! She's free-spirited! Oh, wait a second. Did she just say that she's free-spirited? Automatic red flag. No, automatic red flag. Y'all know, fellas, y'all should already know when a woman is free-spirited, that means one thing. She doesn't want to be tied down for anything. This is the reason why they struggle in the dating market. They're difficult to be in relationships nor marriage, because keep in mind, a free-spirited woman wants to spread her wings and fly. She doesn't want to be tied down. This is why their relationships, they struggle in the relationship market. What's more, I believe another content creator said it best. Free-spirited females expect a man to still be traditional and do all and play their role, while at the same time they don't want to be controlled by anyone. Let that sink in. She's free-spirited, looking for a traditional man. Is not going to work. Especially if she wants that man to lead. But how you going to expect that man to lead if you, free-spirited woman, ain't gonna follow his lead? Not only that, plus there's a reason why any woman that claims that she's free-spirited is a red flag. Because of the fact that they don't want to be controlled. Therefore, they ain't gonna follow simple instructions. In fact, they'll go out their way. They will go out their way to sabotage that very same relationship that they want so bad. Not to mention, free-spirited women are 10 to 100 times more likely to cheat. Yes, fellas, y'all heard me loud and clear. They are more likely to cheat because a free-spirited woman is always out to find something better. They believe that there's always something better further down the road. But then again, this also explains why she's 2 by 2. 2 kids, 2 different baby daddies. Need a baby daddy she married to. So it's clear to see that obvious point right there. But let's continue.
Having to check in with somebody like they are my parent is something that I don't subscribe to. So that's why I pop my balloon.
What do you mean check in like they're your parent?
And apparently she didn't pay much attention to what he said either. She's so busy being free-spirited that even her brain is so free that she didn't pay no attention to what he said earlier. Let's continue.
The way that you were discussing how somebody needs to constantly, when we're out and about, to text or call and check in, that's something that I don't subscribe to, so that's why.
Red flag.
That's not what he said. You free-spirited woman. Here's what he actually said.
Transparency.
Okay.
If I can't see who you are when I meet you, then I would never know, right? Loyalty. That really.
Buddy. A free-spirited woman has a difficult time being loyal. How are you going to expect someone who wants to be free as the wind to be loyal? That's like hitting the lottery. That's like hitting the lottery using the same numbers over and over again, expecting to hit the jackpot. But I digress. Let's continue.
For men, that's a big thing, loyalty. I need to know when you out partying, having a good time, that you loyalty and you faithful to a man like me.
This free-spirited woman interpreted transparency and loyalty as controlling. Like this guy was saying he constantly needed updates on her whereabouts, or that she had to check in through texting and calling him. That's not what he said. But that's how the free-spirited woman interpreted it.
So basically, she believes that it's controlling because, as I stated before, if she's at a party, then there's a good chance that she wants to talk to other guys, which is no surprise. But that's a free-spirited woman for you. She's always out to find something better than she already has.
Be careful with free-spirited women. Free spirit can easily translate into a Jezebel spirit. Most of them are for recreational use only. Why? Because they only have to feel trapped, controlled, or feel like you're not doing enough in their eyes. And that's reason enough for them to not only bounce, but also leave emotional or financial damage behind. How she feels is always paramount, whether it's rational or not. Now do you understand why she doesn't want to explain herself when it comes to having 2 kids by 2 different men?
This clog screwed up your...
No one gives 2 shits about some AI ad. Let's go.
By 2 different men? This is probably the exact reason she's on the show in the first place. Because men with standards aren't lining up to date her. To take it even further, there's no shame in getting rejected by these women. Let's be real. Most of them look ratchet. Look at this one. Chest and titty tattoo. Look here. She got a left titty tattoo. This one probably has a titty tattoo too. Just covered it up with her dress, but the bunch of other tattoos on her body makes her titty tattoo suspicious. Look at the next one. Flower chest tattoo. Close to the titty though. And our free-spirited woman. She's covered up for the show. But on the Tamron Hall show, there they are. Shoulder and chest tattoos. I wouldn't be surprised if she had a titty tattoo too. Run! Get to the chopper! Brother,
Kevin Samuels will be so proud.
you dodge bullets like Neo.
Do you think the show reflects what dating is like in real life in 2024?
In certain aspects, yes, yes. For the things that are going viral, yes, yes. He wanted a viral moment and he got it.
Well,
Just like you, ma'am. You wanted a viral moment, you got it, and now you can't take the heat. You wanted a viral moment, everybody started judging you, now you're on the Taryn Hall show, boo-hoo, whining and crying because everybody's judging you and you don't want to be judged, while at the same time, you're passing judgment on other people. Make the retarded fuck-ass logic make sense, ma'am. Let's continue.
for the record, we did reach out to Brian to see his response because of the internet backlash, as you can imagine. Here's what he said.
I want to start off by apologizing if I did touch on a sensitive topic and my delivery might have been a little bit strong, but...
Dude, you have nothing to apologize for. You have nothing to apologize for. If their feelings are hurt, let it be hurt. Let's continue.
I'm passionate about love, and I just want to be able to find that. I want to be able to find my match and just be a good husband for whoever I try to marry or whatever the case may be. But I got millions of views, thousands of reactions, thousands of DMs, and for the most part, people really supported me. They really felt the same way about what I was talking about women having multiple children by multiple different men.
He's got our vote over here.
Straight up.
And it's just something that we need to really take into accountability on both ends, not just for women, but for men too. I think accountability is the word.
Did he say accountability? We all know accountability is a woman's
Kryptonite.
And let's just be upfront and real. Men been held accountable. You got other men holding men accountable. You got everybody holding men accountable. And the men take it on the chin. But when it's a woman's turn to be held accountable, she's trying to deflect, dodge, and avoid like the plague. But let's continue on.
Once we get to that point, we can really start changing our aspect of dating in this dating pool. And I believe that we all find our match someday. But it was a great experience. The women were awesome. I meant no disrespect at all. I wasn't trying to go viral.
Oh, Brian.
Well, Brian, this audience is not buying that answer. I'm sorry, but I appreciate you saying you're sorry.
No one gives a fuck about no one gives a damn about the retarded fuck-ass hostess opinion. No one gives a fuck about Taryn Hall's opinion, and no one gives a fuck about her brain-dead audience's opinion. And the fact that Taryn Hall feels a certain kind of way over what's been said also says a whole lot about her catering ass. Let's continue.
Tamron Hall show never holds women accountable. That's why Brian went viral, because it's so rare for women to actually get checked for their behavior.
Exactly. Brian got the popularity. the views, and the reputation. What did Miss Oh, I'm free spirited get? Still single, still alone, and she's whining and crying about people judging her. Need I say more? Let's continue.
Shows like this used to have a monopoly on these topics. They dump on men, and women would drink that feel-good Kool-Aid thinking that behavior should be accepted by everyone. But now, with social media, men are chiming in and speaking up. And guess what? That's why the audience doesn't like what Brian had to say. Pay attention to the free-spirited woman's next line.
What are you looking for in the partner?
Well, I'm already whole. Like, when you are healed and you come 100%, that's what.
Ma'am, you're not healed. Even me, as a therapist, knows that you are not healed. If you were truly healed, then you wouldn't be on a talk show giving out your woe is me bullshit. Let's continue.
I'm looking to be found because I've already done my healing. Amen. I've already gone through therapy. So for me, I'm looking for a wholesome king. That's it. That's all. And I know that he's out there. He will find me.
I love you both. Well, listen.
This is pure gold. Disney Princess Syndrome strikes again.
Yeah, she's that damsel from far, far away. Yes, she's looking to be found. She's looking for someone to come in to take care of her and her two children by two different baby daddies and her damaged mental state of mind. Please, someone go and find her.
Single mother with two baby daddies thinks she doesn't have to explain herself and still deserves a king who will commit to her and her kids. And the audience claps. How much proof do you need?
Exactly. But then again, she would have been got found by now. That says a lot right there. If you went on a dating show, rejected the guy that was trying to date, that wanted to date you, then time passed, he's gaining popularity, you losing your goddamn mind, you're on a biased talk show, bawling your eyes out about people judging you, even though you're just as guilty of judging others, and you expect for someone out there to take you seriously as a free-spirited woman that don't want to be controlled, don't want to be tied down, and can't handle basic instructions, then good luck on that. No, seriously. But that's all for now. If y'all want to watch Manosphere Highlights Daily's full video in its entirety, I'll leave the link to his full video in the description box. Go check it out. Tell him JD Miles sent you. But that's all for today. I'm done and I'm out this bitch. Later.